What is up, guys? How are we doing? Welcome back to another episode of the Jedi In Exile. We are today continuing our series of who would win discussions, and
it's a good one today.
It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. So we're going to be putting two absolute huge killing machines up against each other. Today we are debating who would win between R2-D2 and Chopper from Rebels. So
the madmen.
Let's crack right in. Brian, tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, so this is a really interesting one. So I feel like we've got a battle of two different souls. So we've got the elegant, wise, the thoughtful, who I would call R2-D2.
Ever loyal.
Ever loyal R2-D2, and then we've got the kind of gun-ho, shooting from the hip.
That absolute maverick machine.
Yeah, of Chopper, who is absolutely insane. So this is a really interesting one for me. So I did look, and we both did before the video. Let me get my phone. Sorry, I wrote it down. So they both have a kill count, and it's a lot higher than what I think.
So right before we release the kill count, let us know down in the comments below what you think the kill counts for these droids are, because it just might surprise you. So
and then double it and times it by 100.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll start.
Hit me with some figures.
The fandom.com page. So we've got R2, and I think these kills, I think we've tried to figure out, they're not direct kills, but they're ones that they have actually been involved in. So Chopper comes in at 54,000.
Yeah.
So the majority of that is in, I think it's the season 3 premiere of Rebels, where Chopper helps blow up a mining facility, the TIE Fighter facility. And there's about 50,000 kills there, and the other 4,000 are just probably from him being an absolute don and swaggering all over the place. So 54,000 for Chopper. R2 comes in at a very respectable and impressive 1,251,000 kills.
So let us know down in the comments below if you were even remotely close. Let us know, because it would be interesting.
That is interesting, because the 1 million, we were like, well, where the hell does that come from? Now, most of them are like an assist to Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
So
he's getting the 50 points instead of the 100 for the kill, for the main kill.
Exactly. The indirect kills. I mean, most of them are obviously battle droids during the Clone Wars. He then gets some stormtroopers involved. Obviously, there's 2 we know that he makes the use of oil.
Yeah.
Shooting out both ends.
In Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Those are probably, I think, his most impressive kills for me. There's the buzz droids as well.
Yeah, when he gets out on the ship.
R2, hit the buzz droid, center eye. Great R2. So looking at that, I mean, R2 wins on the whole kill count. But R2, I believe, is probably a lot older than Chopper. So R2, again, this is me reading on Wikipedia. R2 is 67 years old. So that's quite a time. So he's had probably more experience.
Opportunity.
More opportunity. R2's been upgraded as well. You think that Zapper thing can do a whole load of damage. So, I mean, Chopper's quite handy as well, you'd say, and has been modified, I think, by Hera. So I mean, really in two minds. Normally on these who would wins, I'm very much fighting the corner of one person.
Yeah.
In this case, I feel like R2 would win, because I think he's got a bit more guile, and I think he would outmaneuver Chopper, because I think Chopper has got, a couple of moves and that's it. R2 would just basically float off, get his zapper out. He'd be like the boxer that's waiting. He throws his jab constantly but doesn't go for the big swing. He lets the opponent get nice and tired.
Make the mistakes.
Yeah, and I think that's what R2 would do with Chopper.
See, I think, I don't know, because Chopper's just an absolute maverick. This is the issue, right? So I'm gonna, as much as we
this is the big discussions on a Tuesday night
you know
at the time of recording.
These are the questions that keep me awake at night. The issue is that Chopper's this absolute maverick who I think is just unpredictable. So you know what you were saying about R2 kind of, if you want to use the boxing analogy, would kind of like sit back and wait for him to make a mistake. I feel like it's going to be really difficult to like even get the measure of him to kind of go, well, let me second guess what he's going to do, because he's just so unpredictable. I think some of the best Star Wars content is droids content, and some of the best droids content is the Chopper in Rebels. Just absolutely ridiculous.
I think Chopper in Rebels, and also I love the episode in Clone Wars where the droids, there's like 2 episodes where the droids are lost and they've got the general, the little commander.
Yeah.
Who's with them, who like Mace, at the start of the episode, Mace Windu says, right, this is your captain or commander, and it's the little like general guy. He's really tiny, and he goes on the mission with the droids. And in season 7 of Clone Wars, when Ahsoka and Rex are fleeing from the not the Star Destroyer, the Republic cruiser, and the droids like sacrifice themselves, and there's a lot we get from that. You think of the IG-88 droid in Mandalorian. It's weird how we can have so much emotion for droids.
And this is one thing
such good content.
This is one thing that I would talk about is, I think if you're talking out and out fight, I think it's difficult. If you're talking personality, I'm going to go bold here. If you're talking personality, I think Chopper wins this hands down. I think R2 has a personality and made us feel that droids could have a personality, but I think Chopper's got it in. He's the charismatic leader of the droids.
Well, with a name like Chopper, I feel like you kind of have to.
You got to think about all the mad stuff he's done as well, like when they painted him black and he went undercover.
Yeah.
Like it's just
I
madness.
don't know. The whole thing of R2 like storing Luke's lightsaber for ages, though, that for me is like,
yeah, but he doesn't use it.
Impressive.
He's not gonna pop it out and start swinging it around the place.
Well, I don't think he would use it. We know the only thing he can use is a little comlink device.
I think
R2 activate elevator 32274. Come in, R2.
I think Chopper would use the lightsaber if he could. Honestly, that's why Kanan never trusts him with it, because he's like, he will use it, and I won't be able to stop him.
That's true. Yeah. I'm surprised you come down on the side of Chopper. I thought you were an R2 man.
I love Chopper, honestly.
Of course, they both wipe the floor of BB-8.
Oh, 100%.
I just want to slide that in there.
I think they both wipe the floor with any IG assassin unit.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. No, I think right. Let's there are thoughts. So let's you firmly believe R2, right?
Yeah, I think R2 just about wins, because I think like you say, Chopper is a maverick. Chopper's probably got a bit more strength, and he's like a battering ram. Literally, Miley Cyrus wrote Wrecking Ball probably about Chopper.
About Chopper, yeah.
Yeah.
They just couldn't get the rights. They couldn't get the rights to use him in the video.
But R2, I think, is just the smarter. He's more experienced. He's the prize fighter, you know. He's like the Floyd Mayweather. You never see him getting dirty. You never see him like... He's always cool, calm and collected, knows what he's doing. Except in Revenge of the Sith, where he's like... And then it's the barrier. When Anakin and Obi-Wan are at the ray shields.
Yeah. So you think R2? I think
R2.
I think in a fight it's a close one. I would probably give it to R2, to be fair, in a fight. I think if we're having another conversation about other aspects of droids, then potentially not. But I think R2 probably wins the fight. So there you have it, guys. There are thoughts. This was an interesting one for an evening discussion.
Like, who should we do as a who would win? Like, who would fight each other? And then we were like, oh my god, we've got it. We've got it. The golden ticket.
Exactly. Let us know down below whether you guys think the same as us, whether you completely disagree. Is there evidence that we have missed? Because there probably will be. So let us know down below. We always love to hear your thoughts. Whilst you're there, hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Notification bell. Make sure you don't miss any of the great content coming your way really, really soon. And other than that, guys, all that is left to say is we'll see you really soon in the next one.
May the Force be with you guys.